Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are guys doing great and finally amazing. As you guys know, I do interviews on daily basis and the interview series is a part of Rahani School Korangi campus. And I am the head of interview department at Rahani School Korangi campus and I invited a special and amazing guest on daily basis. So today I have a very special guest. Her name is Miss Melinda Cat. She's an entrepreneur and today our topic is related to a business. So yes, guys, let's get started. Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, and thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm thankful to you that you accept my invite. Okay, ma'am. So can you please introduce yourself once a time?
I will, but I want to say one of the reasons why I accepted your offer is because you are a facilitator, and facilitation is something that I am very passionate about, and I developed my own style of facilitating. Uh, Probably before you were born, actually, in 1996. So I was captured by the fact that there was someone else who was a facilitator on the other side of the world that I did not know. So I'm someone that doesn't like titles. And that is because that is the old way of doing business, because people have traditionally wanted a title like entrepreneur or coach or even facilitator because it's given them feelings of being of value and feelings of being of worth. But the reason why they needed that was because they experienced a lack of that worth and the lack of feeling that they were of value. So I support people to be able to journey back to who they truly are and to reclaim the limitless worth and value that is at the core of them. So if you need a title, yes, you can say what I do. I'm an entrepreneur and I have been since 1995. So for a long, long time. And if you need a title, then I'm a soul aligned leadership guide. I'm not a mentor. I'm not a coach. I guide people and then actually accepting that the fact that they haven't fitted in environments, the fact that they've felt like they're different and that they just don't quite connect with other people is not a bad thing. It's actually a sign that you're quite unique and that you bring with you an element of connection to who you truly are and your truth, your integrity, and your depth. So I guide those individuals back to who they truly are so that they can really own that difference and be comfortable and confident in themselves and expressing it so that they bring about the changes that this world needs, a new type of leadership, a new way of being. You have to unmute yourself, sweetheart. So there.
Yeah, great, wonderful, amazing. Okay, ma'am. So I have a question to you. Like you are an entrepreneur, so can you tell me and to my audience also that what is business and how can we start it?
Oh, what is business? It'll mean different things to different people. Business to me, when I moved to Australia in 2006, and I essentially had been running my business with myself and someone else as a co-facilitator. And I knew I needed to expand because I was getting bigger and bigger projects happening. And this wasn't about being in business, it was about a calling. It's what my soul and my true self knew I was meant to be doing. And I was following my path based on what my knowing or the voice of my true self was telling me. Lots of people look at business and they go, here's an opportunity to make money, here's an opportunity to do this, da da da. And that's cool because that's how you want to do things. But the chances are you're not going to feel that depth of satisfaction. You might have the money, but how many people have money and are actually really unhappy underneath? Um, Money is just purely energy. And when you do what you know is the right thing and the right thing by you, and that it's something that makes a difference in the world because you make a difference, then it's almost like an acknowledgement or an energy exchange for the gift that you're sharing with the world. Business to me was like a sacred vessel. And by vessel, I mean it was a space where I was inviting people into that business energy, which was not just employees, but also participants and clients and, people that we partnered with, and also the funding bodies that funded a lot of our programs. And I wanted that to be a place that had a culture to it. So by culture, I mean the way that we treated each other, the values, the beliefs, the foundation of how we operated within that business was based on soul, as in our true soul, and which is a reflection of the goodness, the purity, the limitlessness, the awareness of other people, the caring, the understanding, the passion, and the expression of individuals. And so business to me was a sacred space for people to grow, to people to express their potential, and people to fulfill what they were here to do.
Yeah, great. You explain it very well. I hope my viewers can get benefit for it, and I also. Okay, so I have a question. Like, and as a business owner and entrepreneur, we face lots of struggle. So, can you tell me about your one struggle story, and how can we tackle this?
Okay. Um, I had lots of struggles. I mean, it's a number. One of the greatest ones was that the work we did and we worked with people from inmates to disengaged youth to long-term unemployed to migrants from countries around the world that immigrated to Australia, to refugees. Sadly, a lot of these people have been through huge hardship, to couples who were working out whether they wanted to be together, right through to CEOs and guys on the shop floor. So one of the things that I experienced during that time is the change that we facilitated with people meant that people became empowered, meant that they became more independent. And when you follow your calling, your knowing, that part of you inside that says you're to do something different. And I don't know about these days, but in the past, that wasn't the norm. It didn't fit the traditional mold. It was uncontainable. So people would try to, they felt threatened, they felt insecure, they felt unstable, they were scared about losing their work. So what they did was they made up stories about us. They tried sabotaging us. They put us down. They judged us, and they set us up for failure. And it's very easy to go, this is all too hard. I'm out of here. But when you know it's your calling and you're doing something different that's working, part of your growth as a business owner is to stand up to that. And I don't mean angrily or horribly or put the other people down. It's to stand stronger and true in what you know is the right thing. And that can take courage, it takes boldness, and it takes support from other people at times. So what is important is don't let the world close you down at those times. Use it as a gift to strengthen your resolve, to shine your light even brighter, and to stand up stronger for what you believe in. And there'll be people around that will support you. And the world these days needs those people who are paving a new way, not the ones that do the same old thing that everybody else is doing.
Yeah, right. I totally agree with the all points. Okay, so, ma'am, I have another question. Like, if someone started their business and they get feel so much, like they fail and they give up. So, what advice would you suggest to these kinds of people who started their business but couldn't be able to continue more?
Yeah, I was one of those as well. Um, in 2016, it got too hard. But more than anything, my knowing or my calling inside said it's time for a change. And I put two, not one, two businesses into liquidation. We hardly owed anything. It was minimal, but it just I was worn out. I was exhausted. I couldn't keep standing up against what was being thrown at us. But it's not a failure. It's what it is you're being called to move in a different direction. You've learned what you need to do for that period of time from that business. But the key is to embrace those learnings, not to judge yourself, not to put yourself down. And believe me, I did that. I viewed myself as a failure. But as a friend said to me, she said, the work you did will carry on for generations. And that is your legacy. But it's now your time. And so I actually wrote my book instead. I looked at what did I want to do? What was I being called to do that's different? And even then, I've spent 6 years slogging it out, endeavoring to get the business going again. And what it was and why it hasn't moved in the way I wanted is because I was still healing and resolving things to be prepared for when it was going to move, to be ready to go to the next step of what my business was meant to be. And that has unfolded. And we can't, there's a timing that happens for us in life that unless you're very connected to your soul, you don't know what that timing is. And none of it is wrong. It's all giving you an opportunity to grow, to evolve, to get clear on what is it I love doing? What is it I don't like doing? Where does my energy flow? Where does it not flow? What do I stand for? What is it I've wanted to do? I even went blueberry picking for 5 months because I'd always wanted to do that, but been too busy. They put me straight away into a supervisor role. So immediately I didn't get the job I went for. I got a higher one. But I got to experience cultures I've never met. I got to work outside. I got to feel what it was like. And all of that added to me understanding more about me and getting clear on what I love and don't love. It's like the elections that come around every 3 years in New Zealand. I love working in that environment because our elections are so unique. So I'll give up all my jobs just to go and experience that for 4 months because life's too short to be suffocated, contained, to dim your light, to be silenced. People your age, I encourage you, experiment, experience. Don't restrict yourself. If you have a thought or an idea, if you have a calling that's different, other people will try and stop you. They'll try and tell you you're silly or you're wrong. But don't. If you want to ask someone, you come and ask me because I'll tell you no, go for it. But it is be realistic and it may not happen overnight and sometimes it can happen overnight. But trust your connection to you and what you're being called to.
Yes, great. After listening to you, I wish to start my own brand and own business. Okay, okay, ma'am. So I have a question. Like, can you tell me that what is your business?
What is my business?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is guiding people through a personal development, personal growth journey back from who they've become to who they truly are. Because when we're born, we come in and we are our pure self. You look at children, they're innocent, they're independent, they are truthful. but we disconnect from that because we get caught up in the human experience, which is conditioning, getting hurt, all of those things that start diminishing us and squashing us. So the people that feel that calling inside, I want to go back to who I was, I know the whole journey. And what I do is guide them back to who they truly are so that they consciously, with awareness, reconnect to who they truly are and are able to embrace and give themselves permission to start expressing that through their human self. And it involves, I utilize facilitation, I utilize mentoring, I utilize coaching, but as approaches. And my main focus is to support people to find the answers inside of them, for them to build their trust of themselves again, build their ability to actually listen to that calling inside and hear it clearly, not listen to the emotions, not listen to the intellect, which is based on what we've learned and being told, but to listen to that deep gut feeling that's in the bottom of their belly, because all the answers they need for themselves are there. And that is so that they can stand tall in who they are. And by being who they truly are, it's their presence that makes a difference. And whatever they do, whatever they turn their hand to, it'll be done for the right reasons. And it'll be to benefit other people. It'll be with an awareness of other people. It'll be to benefit humanity. And they're the emerging leaders that I talk about. And what ages are they? They're all ages and all backgrounds. And it's about being the incredible being that we have the potential to be, that you can realize in this lifetime.
Yes, amazing points. You speak very well. I am enjoying this interview too much. Okay, so I have a question. Like when we started a business, so how much teamwork is important?
How much what, sorry?
Teamwork is important.
How much do you work?
How
Is
much
that
teamwork? Teamwork is important.
Teamwork. Sorry, my
Yeah.
apologies. I view it in this way, is that if you've created a really powerful culture that supports people's growth and the expression of their potential, then what you have is individuals. But they're individuals that come together, whether it be two or all of you, with the same calling, the same values, the same desires, the same commitment. And that makes it powerful. Because if you require people to just be a team all the time, you don't honor their uniqueness, you don't honor their individuality, and you don't give them the space to flourish. But what is vitally important is that they always consider and think of each other from the perspective of, what's the impact on others? Am I going to help them grow in their self-worth? Am I going to support them be successful in what they're doing? Am I going to understand them and be there for them at the times that it's hard and it's difficult and they're doubting themselves? Am I going to be there, not to rescue them, but to walk beside them at the times when stuff is happening outside of work? Am I going to give them the acceptance that they'll give me? And when you have a group of individuals that come together as a team, with that as the culture and the foundation, then that's really powerful.
Yes, I also believe in that teamwork is a very powerful work. Okay, so ma'am, I have another question. Like as an suggestion or as an advice, if I wanted to start a business in Pakistan, so which business should I have to start?
Oh, that's not a question I can answer, sweetheart, because I haven't been to Pakistan. I haven't lived there. I don't know enough about the culture to
Okay.
give you a an authentic and truthful answer. Now, one of the areas that is easily accessible no matter where you live in the world, unless you've got no internet, is online. But only you as an individual will know what the business is that you're being called to start. So take you, for example. What do you know you're called to start? What business are you called to do?
Oh, actually, I have any skills like I have a graphic designing, video editing skills. So I think I have to start to selling services.
What sort of services?
Like I have a video editing service. Like I have skills like graphic designing, video
Yep.
editing, coding, and social media marketing. Like it's completely related to IT field.
So if you put aside your skills, what do you love doing? What is your passion?
Okay,
Okay.
actually, Actually, I love to do um edit videos. Video editing is I love it. Even
Then
if
from,
a 1 hour long video, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed to do editing, and also I have a good speaking skills that lots of people say to me, and I love to enjoy to talking with another people. And I also watch a TEDx videos and make amazing reviews. So a lots of people came and compliment to me that you did a very great job. So this too.
so one of the things that I give you as a suggestion is
Okay.
what you want to do needs to come from you, not validated by others, because then you're dependent on them for how you feel about it. Rather, if that's what you love doing, then open yourself up to looking for where are the opportunities and even invite the opportunities forth. If I'm meant to pursue a business that involves interviewing, that involves videoing and editing, then please show me the way and put it out there but be open to when those messages and the opportunities arise, sweetheart.
Okay, great advice. I will be started working from today.
Yeah.
Okay, so my interview time. Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's cool.
Okay, so my interview time will be ended after 2 minutes. So I wish you please give a last message or last advice. It's all up to you, to me, and my audience also.
Okay. I worked with a number of university students in 2000, and a lot of them were from Asia, and they were doing college degrees that they didn't want to be doing. It's what their family wanted them to do. Through working with them, each of them found their calling inside, and they stood in their truth, and they changed those degrees, and they pursued what their heart sang to them and their soul sang to them. And they've been on the most amazing journeys. Don't ever let anyone else tell you not to do what you feel passionate about.
Oh, great. When I have done my FSC, my parents also said to me that you have to go to university and doing a course of a nursing or something BSD. But I don't want to do it because I'm not interested in the field of medical anymore. And said to my parents that just give me 1 year, I will be do something new because I'm getting too much bored and I don't want to do it. And my family was very supportive at that time, and they all are said to me that if you want to do it you can. And now they are proud to me that I did interviews, and I am also a part of Rahani school, and I'm doing a very good and I enjoyed it. Whenever I sit, if I sit here 10 hours, 12 hours, I love it and I enjoyed it too much.
Then keep following that, darling. Keep following it. Hey, and all credit to you for voicing that to your parents and for your parents to support you, because you're just a beautiful example of what I've talked about.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am, for your advice. And I love this interview too much. And also, thank you so much for accept my invite. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much for having me here. And I wish you and everybody who watches this video
It will
keep
be
right.
okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.